The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. What?
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
56 to Muck, boy. 56.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Buckner. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, Buckner, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run on 1st down. Buckner, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Let's go now. 18, Gator.
Here we go, D.
Greystone, travel.
It's just me and you.
Get it.
On first down, Buckner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey!
Switch.
Topper!
57's the mic. 57's the mic. You must be.
Hey, Zoo!
Slam.
2nd and 2. It's caught. Becker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Switch. Any weapons? Hey, exit. Look at me. Zipper.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Decrypt.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd and 10, Brissett. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you plan to back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pull it high. Go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. High throw, but he makes the catch. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
56.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now a give, right side. Buckner. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On the double. Yo, go!
On third down, Buckner. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Yep.
Motion, reset.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Buckner. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's what I do. 57.
On third down, Davison. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Brissett. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Now this throw caught left side. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. We're set on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On first down, Buckner. And running with power here. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line. Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get to normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, Brissett. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Brissett now. Bryant has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit,
you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Milton, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
57, Mike, 57.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Here I come again.
Go.
Here I come again. Check 43. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 55.
They'll set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Oh, we got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
57 to Mike. I'm coming.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's caught by OBJ. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Watch out.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Pulled in at the 24. And some strong running. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up there. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Brissett. Throwing right, and that's complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's get it.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckner. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 13.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Protein spill.
They'll run on first down. Davison, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You draw Corker.
A gain of 2.
Yo, go.
At the 12-yard line.
Head up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Davison, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as they have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Back.
A first down throw for Brissett. Now he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Mike 5-4. Focus, defense, focus.
Throwing. Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckner, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Alpha.
58's the mic. Well, 58's the mic.
Be careful.
They'll set up a throw. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Hey.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Buckner. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and
he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
10 logo.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down now, Buckner. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third down, Davison. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They won on two fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight. And this one is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike 56. Mike. No.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Come on now. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the slant. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Oh, get him. Get him. Get him. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hayward.
Again, it's Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll throw again. Brissett, he's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get ready.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
64, weak.
Right back to him on 1st down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Brissett. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.